Daycolors is a DeviantArt artist who has been on this website for over 2 years and has accumulated over 500 deviations in that time. And like their name suggests, one of the most prominent and impressive elements of their artwork is their use of colors. Near the beginning of Daycolors' artwork, we had pieces that were flawed but still showed hints of quality. In this artwork, they drew the characters in a style reminiscent of chibi characters. The highlights on this piece consist of mostly white streaks, which gives it a plastic look, which, while appropriate for things like skin and hair, doesn't work well for things like cloth. Overall, their artwork around this time looked amateur, but this is understandable because, well, it was. Further along, there was some more practice with anatomy, and while it was stiff and slightly unnatural in places like, for example, the far left figure's arms, the rest of the piece shows some development in softer colors and shading. Development of this soft coloring and shading can be shown even more, however the anatomy is still awkward in some places. Then, Daycolors' abilities to create an effective atmosphere really began to shine in pieces like this. The face in the background is a testament to this. The use of her signature soft shading works well to create a believable texture in the face. The scattered thickness of the line work and the inclusion of sparkles in random areas helps add to this dreamlike atmosphere. The only thing that really stands out to me as strange are the blurriness of the pupil and iris, while the rest of the face seems to be in focus, and the subject in front of the face. Steven almost looks like he doesn't really belong in this piece. His figure isn't centered very well, and for some reason he appears to be looking toward the side when the face is clearly directly in front of him. This is one of my favorite pieces from Daycolors' gallery, mostly because it shows the turning point from art that is good to art that is truly special. The attention to detail on the hair and flowers manages to keep the style cartoonish, but at the same time very intricate. Everything about this piece is very organic. Some of my favorite touches is the smooth skin of the figure and the greenish blue highlights on the hair. The only thing that stands out to me as strange is the background the figure is looking into. I can't really tell what this is. To me it looks like she is actually staring into unfinished canvas, which is kind of interesting, but it sort of distracts from the rest of the work. Then as we move further along, Daycolors starts to do this little gimmick where she draws a character from Steven Universe using Snapchat. I mean, don't get me wrong, the artwork is still pretty high quality. It's obvious the artist is still developing and improving their skills, but personally, it's a little silly. I mean, do what you want with your artwork, but Snapchat? Really? Trust me, this is a very nitpicky thing. It does not change my opinion of the artwork in any way. I just wanted to mention it at least once. The artwork after this period of growing as an artist is really the peak of their work. They managed to maintain a whimsical, dreamlike style throughout almost all of their pieces. The detailing and soft shading is very prominent and consistent. The anatomy, expressions, and overall composition of these pieces is relatively sound and solid. And while they do have pieces that are slightly more unsavory than others, these pieces are usually a result of simple experimentation. The only criticism I have is that their artwork is almost all fan art, and while this doesn't make the art any less impressive, I would kind of like to see what kind of original ideas they could draw. Their unique style, I feel, could really aid in making some truly breathtaking creations if they applied themselves in that area. This piece is one of her most recent creations, and I have to say, I think this is one of my favorite pieces of art I have seen on my DeviantArt journey. The yellow-orange color scheme blends so well with the purple and red, and it provides such a rich atmosphere. The details of the gems and other artifacts really cement the fact that this is a depiction of alien royalty. The orange and yellow highlights are so carefully placed, and the expression of this four-eyed creature really shows a calm strength embedded within the character. Her eyes point downwards as if a subject is approaching her. It's a beautiful piece, but one thing stands out to me, which is the white lines along her hair. To me, these seem just a bit unnecessary. The rest of her pieces simply show more refinement of their style and attention to detail. From this point on, the only thing that really changes is the cleanliness of their drawings. In the short span of 2 years, Daycolors has shown significant improvement and has produced an astonishing amount of high-quality artwork. Her use of colors is unlike most artists I have seen, and her ability to create such great atmospheres from her character drawings is simply spectacular. In some places, the details can get a bit crowded, and some may even seem unnecessary at times, and I would like to see some more original ideas from her come to life, but overall, her art is pristine, intriguing, and simply beautiful. Anyway, my name is Solar Sands, this has been Browsing DeviantArt, and goodbye.